The quick and dirty way to do differentiation is to use the branding OS tool. So in the last lesson, we talked about a systematic way to do it, which is looking at every single top brand in your space, the top 5 to 10, jotting down in a single sentence what makes them unique, and then making sure what makes you unique is different and doesn't match any of the top brands. And that's a good exercise to go through because like that's the essence of branding. That's the secret sauce of standing out. But now that you understand that, you could also use this branding OS tool where you just insert your product and it will spit out 5 differentiated ideas targeted towards a different audience for each one. So for the Lion Mane supplement, it talked about Mind Priest, Peak Gut, Super Thread, Lion's Mane for creatives, not coders, and Mother Shroom, which is for a nootropic that understands motherhood. So, formulated for postpartum brains. And a good example of taking an existing product and then targeting it towards a specific group of people would be Primal Queen. This is like exactly what they did. They took a primal supplement that's made for men and talked about eating, organ meat and being a man's man. And then they just made it and they targeted towards women and called it Primal Queen. And you can see it just, sells 20,000 units a month, which is crazy for a product that all they did was copy and change the target to be women. So like that's the idea here. And then like Super Thread, it says, all right, this is going to be for creatives, not just coders. So an example of that is this brand called G Fuel, and they took energy drink powder or pre-workout and they just targeted it towards gamers. And I know this brand does like 40, 50 million, maybe even hundreds of millions a year by just taking an existing product, but they targeted it towards gamers. So that's what this branding OS does. Like it takes your product and then it comes with like specific differentiated angles and people to target that you can run with. And of course it gives you like a whole brand guide included. So you can very quickly take this and move into developing your logo and your product packaging and getting your brand launched.